Welcome to the Second Chance Garage. Okay, it's Labor Day weekend. I'm just out here goofing off. I'm gonna try to mount. I got one of these mounted, but it ain't hooked up yet. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how these things go together, the easiest way to do this. All right. So this end is marked, you can't hardly see it, but under this clamp it says inlet. So you know this has got to go in. All right, this obviously is the outlet. So the easiest way to do this is put your pipe down and then slide this in and face it straight up. Put this on and face it straight down. Slide it in there until it stops. Then you got your clamps in place. And then, before you start clamping this down, it's got a little ear that this goes on. This little ear holds the heat shield on. So you want to start those on one side. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is not an easy thing to do. Okay, so then you want to make sure that, see, you're going to be hanging it. These are going to be bolted to the bottom of the car, which is not fun. Okay, I need mine anchored in the top hole to keep them up to the ground as high as possible. So this goes on here and then gets bolted up against the car. But in my case, this ear has to be up against where the body pinches together. So it goes on like that, and then this bolt actually holds it, goes on the outside and holds it on there. And then you have this bolted up through the rocker. So it goes on like that. Okay, so then, thank you. All right, so when you're trying to get this on, do this with your clamp loose first, if at all possible. Now your clamp's not going to want to go, you pretty much gotta, well, okay, I tried to put it on loose and it didn't work, so I had to tighten it up so this pipe would crimp onto this pipe, which would bring the hole in this ear down to where I needed it and put the screw in. It was a bear. It was an absolute nightmare, but it can be done. But you want to make sure before you attempt to put this heat shield on the other side, you have these and this in the proper position. Because once you start clamping down on that pipe, I'll tell you what I did. I slid this end in on the other side, and then put the clamp on it. Then figured out that it was in the wrong spot. So it was facing the wrong way. So what I had to do was take the clamp loose, but then it had a ridge inside the pipe. It had a ridge where that clamp clamped down onto this one. So then you couldn't get past that. So I had to take my grinder and grind a notch in it. And so that way I could put it in the vise and squeeze it together enough that it would go, it would be smaller diameter so it would slide back in there. So the main thing is make sure you have this and this in the position that you want them. You can And when you're doing it, these clamps are going to try to slide around. So lay it on a flat surface. Make sure all 4 points are touching, because if you don't, you're going to have it hanging from the car like yo, and then this will have a downward slant, or this will have a upward slant, and you don't want this to have an upward slant. A, because it don't look worth the crap, and B, rain will get in it. If it's facing up at all, rain will hit this and run down in the exhaust. I mean, as long as you drive the car once in a while, it'll blow it out. But if you have it sitting around and you don't have it inside, that could be an issue. Okay, so I will take you over and show you. I do have one of them mounted, and the reason why I did that was because I was having all kinds of issues. What I did was I didn't build it here on the workbench. That was a mistake on my part. See, this will go on the passenger side. That'll be sticking out that way. This will be curved under the car, which is something that you have to take in consideration, because I started to build it. What I decided I was going to do was mount this first, then slide these in, and then tighten down the clamps. That was a mistake. The reason why that was a mistake is because this was anchored to the car. So then I was putting so much force on these trying to get it tightened down that I wound up stripping one of these out. So I put a bolt in it, and then the bolt was an issue and it stripped out. So it was a big nightmare on the front one. On the back one, I got lucky and didn't strip it out. So anyway, that's what's going on there. So now we're going to have to go take the measurements off the car that I made marks with the pencil on this side, so I know where to put my hangers on the other side of the car, so they match. You gotta have them, they gotta match, in position, So anyway, what I need to do is go find a pencil and then take my measuring tape and measure from the front fender to my mark, and from the back fender to the back mark, so I know exactly where to put my marks to drill my holes for my brackets. You got to drill holes in the bottom of the rocker now. Am I excited about that? Heck no. But they're mounted in rubber, so the rubber kind of makes like a gasket, so you don't have to worry about water getting up in the rocker, because it can't get past this rubber because it's tight. Okay, so we shall do that next. All I need is a pencil, which will be interesting to find. All right, let's go over to the car, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll have to readjust you because maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, this is what's going on. This is my bracket right here. You see, it's right here where this pencil mark is. right here. So I have to take a measurement from the bottom of this car right here. That's awesome. I'll use this rail right here. That is right here from the front of the door to where my hinge is 11.5 inches. Okay, now we gotta do the same back here. Let me turn you a little bit here. You don't fall off. Okay. Got a pencil mark right here. Use pencil because you can just erase it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. From the middle of my pencil mark, which is right here in this hole to there, is 7 inches. So we got 11 in the front, 7 in the back. Okay, so let's go over to the other side of the car where we've got a lot less room. Okay. And that'll put me, let me roll this jack out of the way. Use it to get it up in the air. Okay. There we go. Now, we're going to go to the front of this door. Yeah, I'm doing this without my glasses on, so, you know, come on, lock. All right, front of this. There's 11.5 inches right there. And if I could get the pencil right, it would be awesome. All right, that is 11.5 inches. That puts me right in the middle. Okay, now she's smashed up back here. So, she's smashed up down here pretty good on this rocker. So I'm worried that it's going to come out right about where, I think right down in here. This is all flat. Hang on a second. Let me show you where she's smashed up, and I think this is probably going to be an issue I'll have to deal with. She's got a huge dent right up in here. And see, she's sloped real bad. Where this this is the flat section I wanted to put my mount on. Right here. I'll just have to put the mark on the door. She's pretty. All right. Okay. Okay, now see all this through here is flat. But then when you get up to here, it's sloped. So mounting the front one ain't gonna be a problem. This is gonna be an issue. Because this will be all messed up. I may not be able to hang this one because I think I'm gonna have to take this in and have it fixed. I was hoping not to have to, but I can see to get the side pipes to hang correctly, I'm pretty much gonna have to. This is where it was put in the ditch. But it's got such a slope here that I would have to bend the bracket and figure a way to go in at an angle. Okay, so that wasn't part of the master plan. I figured this part of it would still be okay, but she's not. So there's no way to get this rocker off of here any good way to try to straighten it out. I mean, a body shop could probably cut it right here and then drill out the weld points. I don't know, I'll have to take it in and see. So I guess I'm not gonna freaking put this side on until I figure out what I'm doing with this. That's disappointing because it's just too much of a slope. I would have to bend it, so not exactly what I had in mind. See, originally I was going to hook it to the pinch point, so this smashed up part wouldn't have mattered. But now I'm going into the bottom of the rocker panel, trying to get it up in the air a little higher. But like I said, that sloped so bad that I don't know if you can tell. Let me bring you down here a little bit and show you this part of it. Okay. Yeah, I know you're falling all over. Okay. See, this has got a flat spot right here. And then she starts sloping. And the slope gets even worse. Right back here is where I need to put the mount. It's super sloped instead of being flat. So that would throw the height off on my side pipes and all that. Well, now that just sucks. Didn't see that one coming. Like I said, I was gonna anchor to the pinch point, but it makes it lower, so doop de doop de doop 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 doop. Alright, well, I will have to take the car to the body shop before and see what that's going to cost before I can put my other side pipe on. So, disappointment reigns. Okay, well, at least I got the one mounted, and I did get the exhaust off this weekend back here. But I did not see this coming. I didn't see this being a problem. Like I said, I was originally going to look there, then I thought this was smashed here, but not this part. I didn't look. Oh, it bit me right in the butt. Oh well, no big deal. Oh, I'll show you what's going on. Ouch! Let me. The car was put in the ditch. Wasn't his fault. It had bald tires on it and everything else. But I'll show you. Well, that's too high. Now let me try putting you over here. Maybe I can't see it very well. All right, I'll just try to hold you and show you. Let's see. All right. This is what's going on. This right here, he put her in the ditch, and then on a really snowy, crappy day, a really crappy, snowy day. So anyway, but no big deal. I gotta get off of here, so Second Chance Garage out.